Moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jet, got a jet, cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change, cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun. Bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl. Bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give us some. Let's reflect.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Texans will take over. Now the 3rd running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Cook again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Alexander Johnson finding his way behind the line and quickly to the football. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Mahomes firing complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Mahomes. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Left side, Cook. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Houston. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Broncos 0. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 37-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Got his man. It's Williams. And it's a fumble.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Wilson on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble loss.
And 0 excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL, and it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
2nd down and goal. Wilson rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Mahomes' throw here taken in by Knox. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is complete downfield to Knox. Touchdown, Texans. Dawson Knox, 42 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Broncos 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Moss on the give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Yellow. 2nd down and 8. They run it again with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now Mahomes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Cook up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Yellow! A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That'll be complete to Breida. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to... Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 39, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Coming right. This is Cook on the toss play. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here. Mahomes will throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Room here to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Wow, 185 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football,
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darius Slayton, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
29, Broncos 7. Chris Boswell set to kick.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now a throw here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Play action. It's Wilson. Going deep here for Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Broncos 7.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Just have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Cook again. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Texans on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And a nice spin into some open field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 189 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Texans first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
This is Breida on the draw. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work?